Hi and welcome to Mind in Bloom TV by Adventures with Flowers with me, Kendall Platt, where I talk about all things mindful gardening and floristry and how they can help you to feel calmer, happier and less overwhelmed. I'm really passionate about encouraging busy women to take more time for themselves and put themselves first on the list for once. I didn't do this for a very long time and I made myself very ill in the process, and so I'm here to support you to make that change before it gets to that point with you. After finding it impossible to sit and do nothing in order to relax, I started growing and arranging my own cut flowers, and I found that it massively reduced my anxious thoughts and it helped me to become a lot calmer and happier as a result. So in this series, I hope to be able to share some of the tips and tricks I've learned along the way so that you too can learn to grow and arrange your own cut flowers as a way to relax.
It's episode 36 and today we're all about mindful rose pruning. So if you have got an old, slightly ill-looking rose in your garden and you've got no idea what to do with it, then do not panic, help is here. 3 easy steps, that's all it's going to be. And if you do these things, then you're going to have a healthy plant, you're going to have lovely flowers come June probably, with lovely strong stems that are straight and perfect for using in arrangements. So, without further ado, I am going to get in the garden and show you what to do.
So here we are, here is my rose. As you can see, it is very tall and it needs a bit of love. It's nearly over the top of my fence, which we want to cut it back down to encourage some vigorous growth, because you can see that there's a few stems that need to be pruned out here. First things first is to have a good old look at your rose and see what you can see. So I really notice what you're seeing here, this kind of dark mottling on. So that probably gives you a bit of an indication that there's some disease going on here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut out any disease. So that's step 1. So I don't know if you can see here, this whole stem is quite badly affected. So I'm going to cut that right out down at the bottom if I can, as low to the ground as I can get. Now, once you've finished cutting all your diseased stems, you are going to want to make sure you wash your secateurs, because you don't want to transfer any of the disease that's probably got onto here onto any of these nice fresh healthy looking stems. So that's why we do the diseased ones first. We chop them out, get rid of everything, wash our secateurs, and then we can see what ones we want to cut out next to change the shape. So you can see now that I've chopped all the disease out. We have not got a lot of this left other than this one very tall, strong stem and a few little ones here. You can look at that shape and you can see it's quite good. There's nothing really growing in the middle here, and all of the stems are kind of growing up and out, which is what you want to achieve. But I'm going to show you on another rose I've got how, if your rose has got lots of crossing branches and the stems are kind of all in the middle, how to prune that. So let's go to another part of the garden and you can see that. So you can see here that this rose has got a lot of crossing stems, which is not great because you want the air to be able to circulate around the plant, so there's not too much disease getting in there. So I'm just going to start snipping out some of those stems that are growing. So you've got 2 very straight stems here. I'm going to leave that one and chop this one. Now you're always chopping to an outward facing bud, as you want the offshoots to grow outwards. Going to chop that one there.
and this one I'm going to chop there. So this bud that's just here should grow out this way, and that one should grow out that way, so it will be lots of nice space in the plant. I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around the plant now. I think it's easier to show you from above. There are very few branches in the centre, and the stems that are left on the outside to give you that kind of lovely wine glass goblet shape. And then if I go round here, you can see, hopefully, that there's you know, that lovely kind of goblety shape. Now the last rose I showed you actually ended up being quite a low height, because that's a bit of a newer rose, but this one here has still got this very long straight stem, so I'm actually just going to chop this quite low. I'm just feeling here for an outward facing bud, so anything goes out that way, and I'm literally just going to chop just above it. It's quite a tough one, this. And these ones just here as well. I'm actually going to chop that one off completely. You can see there that that is a nice goblety shape with plenty of room for the air to circulate. So there you go, my 3 steps to perfect roses this summer. If you have got an old rose in your garden, then why not give it a go? What have you got to lose? And I can promise you, you will be feeling a whole lot more mellow and relaxed afterwards. Let me know how you get on. Bye.
If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you will know when your next dose of mindful gardening and floristry advice has landed. I'd also love your help to share this series far and wide so we can help as many women as possible to feel calmer, happier, and more like themselves. The easiest way to do this is to tag a friend in the comments over on the Instagram post advertising this episode. My handle is @adventureswithflowers. I can't wait to see you there, and I'd love to know what you thought of the episode. If you enjoyed this week's mindful tip and you would like some more ideas for mindful gardening and floristry activities, then please download my free guide, 15 Ways for Busy Women to De-Stress and Unwind Through Mindful Gardening and Floristry. You can find it via the link in my Instagram bio. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Have a great week. Bye.